You're sparing my life. Well, this should be interesting.
Hey TV Bingers, it's time to suit up in your armor and join the galaxy's most notorious bounty hunter as we take a journey through the galaxy far, far away in this Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 recap. From adorable Baby Yoda to epic space battles, the show has taken the Star Wars universe to new heights. So, whether you're a die-hard fan or just starting out, this recap will have you ready for Season 3 in no time. We all know that The Mandalorian Season 3 is just around the corner, and we're all excited to see what new adventures await our favorite bounty hunter Din Djarin and his adorable sidekick Grogu. But before we dive into the new season, let's take a trip down memory lane and recap the events of Season 1 and 2. The Mandalorian Season 1 recap. In Season 1, we are introduced to the titular character, a lone bounty hunter who takes on dangerous jobs to earn a living in the lawless galaxy following the fall of the Empire. In the first episode, the Mandalorian is tasked with capturing a mysterious target that turns out to be a child of the same species as Yoda. The Mandalorian takes the child under his wing and sets off on a series of adventures across the galaxy, all while being pursued by rival bounty hunters and the remnants of the Empire. The Mandalorian encounters a number of interesting characters throughout the season. In addition to the child, he teams up with allies like Cara Dune, a former rebel shock trooper, and Greef Karga, the leader of a bounty hunter guild. He also faces off against dangerous enemies, including the ruthless Moff Gideon, who seeks to capture the child at any cost. We learn more about the Mandalorian's backstory and his code of honor throughout the season. He is revealed to be a member of the Mandalorian warrior culture, which places a high value on strength, honor, and loyalty. We also learn that the Mandalorian has a personal vendetta against the remnants of the Empire, who are responsible for the destruction of his family and his way of life. The season ends with a thrilling battle between the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon, as well as an emotional moment where the Mandalorian must say goodbye to the child. The Mandalorian and his allies successfully protect the child from Moff Gideon and set off on a new journey to find the child's people. So there you have it, a recap of Season 1 of The Mandalorian. With Season 3 on the horizon, we can't wait to see what adventures are in store for our favorite bounty hunter and the child. The Mandalorian Season 2 recap. Grab your Beskar Steel and get ready because we're going on to The Mandalorian Season 2 recap now. This season was jam-packed with action, surprises, and familiar faces that had Star Wars fans jumping with joy. So let's dive into the galaxy far, far away and recap all the excitement that happened in the second season of The Mandalorian. The second season kicked off with a bang as we saw a mysterious figure watching over Mando and the child. It turned out to be none other than Boba Fett, the legendary bounty hunter presumed dead after his fall in Return of the Jedi. He made his triumphant return to the Star Wars universe and became a key player in the season. The second chapter of the season saw Mando tasked with escorting a frog lady to reunite her with her husband on a distant planet. This episode had everything from giant spiders to the introduction of the New Republic X-Wings. The frog lady quickly became a fan favorite character, and her eggs became an internet meme sensation. The third chapter of the season saw Mando and the child teaming up with some unexpected allies, including Bo-Katan Kryze and Koska Reeves. They were on a mission to rescue one of the last remaining members of the Mandalorian race. This episode had some of the best action sequences in the series so far and showcased the incredible talents of Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan Kryze. The fourth episode saw Mando and the child returning to Nevarro to help old friends Greef Karga and Cara Dune fight off Imperial remnants. This episode gave us a glimpse into the secret experiments being carried out by the Empire, including a shocking revelation about the child's origins. The fifth episode saw the long-awaited introduction of fan-favorite character Ahsoka Tano. Rosario Dawson delivered a stunning performance as the legendary Jedi, and her fight scenes were some of the most impressive in the series so far. This episode also gave us more insight into the child's backstory and set up some major plot points for the rest of the season. The sixth episode was one of the most intense and emotional in the series so far. Mando brought the child to Tython, where he hoped to use a Jedi temple to contact other members of the Jedi Order. Unfortunately, Moff Gideon and his forces arrived, leading to a devastating battle and the capture of the child. The 7th episode saw Mando teaming up with a former Imperial sharpshooter named Mayfeld to rescue the child from Moff Gideon's clutches. This episode gave us some much-needed insight into Mayfeld's character and showcased some of the moral gray areas of the Star Wars universe. The 8th and final episode of the season was an absolute thrill ride from start to finish. Mando, Bo-Katan, Koska, and Boba Fett team up to rescue the child from Moff Gideon's ship. This episode had some of the best action sequence in the entire series, including a fight between Mando and Moff Gideon that will go down in Star Wars history. And that's a wrap on our Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 recap. From Baby Yoda to the Darksaber, this show has taken the Star Wars universe by storm. With Season 3 on the horizon, we can't wait to see where Mando's journey takes us next. If you haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, now is the time to catch up before the 3rd season arrives. With its engaging storyline, memorable characters, and stunning visuals, this series is sure to keep you entertained for hours on end. So put on your helmets, grab your weapons, and get ready for an epic adventure in a galaxy far, far away. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for more exciting videos. See you then.